Good day. I'm going to do a review today on the Osprey 3-liter hydration reservoir. I'm going to show you how it fills, kind of talk about the structure of it, and then I'm also going to actually use it today, and I'll show you how it works. Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit, so hopefully you'll find this a good review. Right now, let's go fill it up. So this is the package it comes in. It's kind of a cool package, but not a big deal. The important thing is the product. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it up here from a filter. So it has a really nice handle. You can just grab it on, the whole thing just stays right there. And open it up. Just hold it up to the water source. Just start filling it. And this is really nice because it allows you to fill all the way to the very, very top. I'm not going to fill it like super full. I don't need a lot of water today. We're just going to be going out on a hike, but I'm going to fill it, I don't know, maybe 2.5 liters, maybe 2. Yeah, you just fill it just like that, and it's really easy to handle it. So there it is. And after it's filled, I'd say that's good enough for me. You want to remove the air all the way to the top. That way the water doesn't slosh around in there, especially if you're biking. And it just keeps it a steady stream out of the hose. So what you do is you kind of let it drop like that until the water comes up to the very top, like you see there, and then you put the lid on while it's like that, so that there's almost no air inside of the bladder. That makes it work really nice. Just like that, you can see that there's just a tiny little air bubble in there, and that's perfect. Okay, so we're out here hiking in the Spokane area, Spokane, Washington. You saw me fill it. When you fill it, it's really nice. It does not become like a barrel. It stays very flat this way. You know, and of course on the bottom here's more water. I've been drinking a lot of the water here, but it stays really flat on this side. It has a plastic part in here that stays flat all the time, so it never barrels out on this side. It always stays formed to your back, and that's kind of like, you know, right where your lumbar area is and your back. It sits right on your back right there. It's really comfortable, even if you have you know, a pack that has no frame in it. This will kind of make the shape of the pack. If you have a pack that has a frame in it, like mine, you know, it doesn't make a big difference, but it works even better. So the materials here are very nice. So Osprey partnered with Nalgene to make this, and you know the Nalgene bottle. So really durable plastic here on the outside, very nicely made. So I showed you the back. It has a mesh here, like a kind of a nylon kind of ripstop mesh. I don't even know how to tell you what it is, but it's really durable. Then it has a plastic sewed onto it, and then behind this mesh is the actual bladder. So there's like 3 layers here. Then it has a really nice cloth strip sewed on around here, so it's not gonna, you know, rip and just at the seams and break. That's really nice. And then you can, you know, it's transparent. You can see how much water's in there. A little bit on the heavy side in terms of just the materials it's made out of and everything, but it's really durable and it's really, really nice. So that way, you know, you can get something that's really light, but it's not going to be as durable and as comfortable on your back. But weight isn't that big of a concern for me right now. So the tube, I'll kind of start here with the mouthpiece and we'll kind of go in. To operate it, you just, you know, like any bite valve, you bite it and it opens up little holes there. And I'll give this some pressure, so it's not going to come out now. But that's how that part works. Of course, then you have the closed and open position. So right now it's in the closed position, and then this way or this way it's open. And that's probably why it wasn't coming out before. So there it is. When I push it, it just flows like that. Then what's different about my pack is I have this thing inserted in here. So when you buy this, you will not have this blue part. So just ignore that little piece right there. It'll just be a continuous tube that'll go like that. This part, I'll talk about it now. This is not made by Osprey or by Nalgene. It's made by Camelback, and it's a 3-piece set. I'll put a link in the description. It's a 3-piece kit that you can buy. This is 2 of the pieces, and it's basically a quick connect-disconnect system. And I use this for my filter system. So I take this off, I stick my filter hose in here, and I can fill this thing up without ever taking my pack off, or, you know, without pulling it out of the pack. You can just backfill it through here. So that's really nice, and it's really nice. It never leaks, no matter how much pressure. There's a rubber O-ring right there. Plus, on top of that, it has an on-off switch here.
So actually, if you wanted to use this like a sink or anything like that, you would just open it and you could use it like that without the bite valve. But of course, you know, I have it on here now, so that's how that works, and it has a little push button. I'll put the link. This is a really nice thing. I have to look around a while to find a perfect thing that would work to have it in here and in my filter system so that I could use this like this, and this is perfect, so I'll put the link. Anyway, going in here, the hose is sufficiently long. I mean, it's not short or anything like that. It goes through a little loop here that holds it so it doesn't, you know, bend here. It kind of stays here. You can pull out of the loop and use it differently. Yeah, it goes in here and it's really nicely durably made on this part. I'll open it up a little bit here. So the lid is really big. First of all, it's easy to fill. Second of all, it's really easy to clean because of the bigger opening. So you can get a brush in there or whatever you need to clean it up. And that's nice. The lid is a little bit bigger than normal Nalgene bottles. So this opening is bigger than a regular Nalgene bottle. So if you had some kind of filter that was made for a Nalgene, it will not fit on here. This is a bigger opening. Okay, so that's that part of it. You've seen kind of how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in my hydration pack and kind of show you how it fits into a couple different packs here. So the one that I have, of course, is my Manta 30 from Osprey, and it's specifically designed for this hydration bladder, or hydration reservoir. So when I stick it in here, it has a special pocket for it. This part right here goes into a special slot down there, if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there, that spot. So it slides in there. It's a really tight space, and you kind of push it a little bit to get it in there. Once you get it in, you kind of squish it down and then zipper it away. So when you do that, it actually puts pressure on the water, and if you tighten your compression straps, it puts pressure on that bladder, and then when you want to drink it, it just flows really easy out of there. And of course, you know, it threads through all of these little loops here, and they always come with a magnet on them. So the magnet is on your sternum strap, and it just goes right there, and that's perfect. So sometimes, specifically this one, the pack came with a special magnet that was on the clip, but actually usually the magnet is a little separate thing, like on this pack that I have here. Here, the same hydration reservoir, but this is the clip that will come with it if you just buy it separately. It works just as good. It's just a little bit different, probably a little bit worse than the one that comes with a pack, because it doesn't have a rim on it. So you know, if you whack it, it just comes off like that really easy. Well, you have to kind of hit it hard. I mean, the magnet is a neodymium magnet, so it's a really strong magnet on both of these things. There's two of them here, so it holds on very, very well. You can see it now. If I shake it around, it does not just, you ride it on your bike, it's not going to just fall off like that. But on this one, if you buy it with the pack, it has a lip around it that really holds it in there. Even if you hit it, it kind of doesn't want to slide off. You have to kind of peel it off that way. So there's that. I'll put it on. I'll loop it through here for you, so you can kind of see the final stage of this thing. Yeah, so it's really nice. Here we go, going through here, just like that, and putting it in. Here goes the sternum clip, and just like that. So that's perfect. If you have this thing high enough, depending on how high you have your sternum strap, I've seen some people be able to just do that, so you don't have to, you know, hands-free. You know, if you ride on your bike, you don't want to let go of your handlebars and you want to drink. You probably won't have to do that. I mean, it's not that hard to just grab it, put it in your mouth, put it back, just like that. But that's the way it works right there. It's just really nicely, conveniently right there. A lot of hydration bladders don't have that magnet option, and it just has to be hanging around somewhere, and it's just kind of always, you know, getting in your way. But this is like perfect. Your chin doesn't get, you know, on it. It's right where it needs to be. Here's the reservoir in a different kind of pack. So this is not an Osprey pack, but you know, here's just the hydration reservoir sleeve. It goes in there. It has this loop here on the top, so you can hang it up on there with any kind of system that you have in your pack to hang the bladder. And the other thing is that I forgot to show you down here is when you've cleaned it and you want to dry it out, you kind of open it up, flip it over, And there's a little tab down here on the bottom, so you can hang it by this. I have a rubber band here now, so I kind of hang it by a rubber band, and it just hangs upside down and dries out that way. And that's a nice little thing. So, you know, with Nalgene and with Osprey, I kind of see like that whatever could be made, or whatever you could think of, they've already kind of thought of it. So, I mean, there are absolutely no complaints about this. The only complaint I might see people having is that it's, you know, maybe too heavy for them. But other than that, I would say that this is just a beautiful, beautiful reservoir. And it also comes in 2 liters. So this is a 3 liter capacity, 100 ounce. It also comes in a 2 liter. The price is, I think, the same, but it just depends on how much weight you want. So there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and look into it. If you need a good hydration bladder, I'm saying that this is the one to buy.